in a sport in an ethical way, it is wrong.
How's it wrong?
How are you asking all these players to take pay cuts? Then signing players.
You wouldn't take a pay cut for Arsenal to see
No.
club.
I would do that.
You've won everything with the club. That's what I mean.
No, signing on, but they got no money to pay these players. How are you signing players?
They still want to perform.
Yeah, but you're signing. You should see that's where it's wrong.
They can't.
You've asked all these players that have been here for years.
Yeah.
Giving you service for years, and then you're giving them a pay cut. Then you're going to sign all these players.
Monsieur Griezmann.
Do you agree with what Atletico's in?
Yes. Well, they've got no choice, isn't it?
Well, they have got a choice. They either want to pay the 40 million or not pay the 40 million. Just agreed.
It's the kind of thing I do on Football Manager. When I used to play Football Manager, you used to do future appearances. Pay 80 million on someone for future appearances and never play them more than 2 seasons. It's what they're doing now.
I know why they're doing it, and in an ethical point, it's wrong.
What? Atletico Madrid's point?
Yeah, it's wrong. They shouldn't be doing that.
They're being clever.
Sportsmanship. In a sportsmanship.
Yeah,
but in a sportsmanship way, it's wrong.
But this is the football become business.
Yeah, but you've made an agreement when you first signed them.
Yeah.
And now, because you don't want to pay the 40 million euros, you're going to stop playing it. You're only paying half an hour.
It's a bit strange that you don't want to pay 40 million for Griezmann.
I think COVID's hit Atletico bad.
Yeah, they've had to sell the players.
It hit Spain, the Spanish teams quite bad. Especially abroad. Abroad got hit really bad by COVID.
So just to be clear, it's 40 million to be able to buy the player.
Yeah.
As opposed to they won't have him anymore next season.
Yeah. So his loan will be finished.
Yeah. Fine. Okay.
And he goes back to Barcelona. And he's got 1 year left on his contract.
Fine.
But he's on 600,000 euros a week.
Yeah. I think it's completely down to Barcelona allowed that clause to be in there. They must have foreseen it would have been a clause that drove the wrong behaviours.
I think they didn't expect Atletico to do this. It's like I said, in a sportsmanship kind of way, it's bad.
No, they took him to
They took him to the court, innit, to get the contract.
Yeah, they're taking legal action. Barcelona's taking legal action.
But they can't do nothing. They can't do nothing. They won't win because the people that go through the contracts, the court that does the contracts, they already said what Atletico's doing is not wrong. Nothing wrong with it.
They should have just reworded the clause smarter. They just got to accept.
But it might be in every clause that does. Loads of teams. When we ever heard of this 2 year loan, then buy it in? They never used to do it. It's only happened in the last 5 years.
Yeah, loan deals. The
only thing is that a detriment to the player and the team?
No, he wants to get to the World Cup. He's only playing half an hour ago.
Do you reckon they got to the World Cup?
Not for carries on like this, I don't think.
I don't think he will. Well, he might do because he's Deschamps' little baby.
Yeah.
That's what he's got credits in the bag with Deschamps.
I mean, Deschamps took some weird players to the Euros. I mean, Sissoko. What was he doing there?
Musa. I don't know. But what they're doing is, like I said, in a sportsmanship way, is wrong. But they're trying to save the 40 million. It might be a lot of money. They can't afford it.
Yeah, I think you made a valid point about COVID. It's 2 years. It's changed. So
it hit a lot.
They might not be able to afford his wage bill for I don't know how long the contract is with Atletico if they paid 40 million. But
Mr. Say, Arsenal wouldn't pay 40 million for Griezmann.
Yeah, they probably would, but not 600,000 a week. He must be crazy.
and not 600,000.
He's on like 450,000 pounds.
Yeah, he's on I think he's on 350,000 a week at Atletico Madrid.
That's what they're paying him. Yeah, their side.
Yeah.
So that's what it is. Then. It's not being able to buy him for 40 million. It's the liability that he carries on the long term in terms of wages.
Yes.
And this and that.
Obviously, they've paid a loan fee. They must have paid a loan fee at the start of the contract.
Yeah,
probably like 10 million euros or something.
Most clubs do that now.
But if Griezmann's so bothered about it, I'm sure he could just cancel his contract.
But he's come out. He doesn't bother.
He does not because he wouldn't get into the Barcelona team if he went back.
Yeah, but then I'm sure there's a clause where he had to pay then Atletico something back.
Yeah, I don't know.
If Griezmann something back and doesn't play.
No, if he cancels the contract,
they can call him back. They got an option there.
Why would he cancel his contract?
Because he's not playing.
But he wouldn't play at Barcelona.
That's exactly my point.
He might do. Huh? He might do. He better than Depay.
He didn't play Barcelona.
Depay played.
What if he played Griezmann?
Depay played yesterday.
Huh?
Depay played yesterday.
Yeah.
Lewandowski was on the bench. He's better than Depay.
Yeah, he's better than Depay, but he's that was like some Mickey Mouse Champions League game. Is that what you're talking about?
No, yesterday in the league. Cadets.
Oh, I guess.
What was the score? I know it was
4-0.
4-0.
It was 2-0 when I last saw it.
It was 4.
Yeah. So I think the Griezmann situation has come down to business. Football is business.
You take him back, He's not taking a pay cut, so you're paying 600,000
Yeah.
euros a week.
And they're already in trouble in hot water of the way they've sorted out the De Jong contract.
Well, De Jong wouldn't take a pay cut.
He has got a pay cut. He wants his They want the thing with
He
De Jong.
he hasn't accepted a pay cut.
Yeah, but
he refused to take a pay cut.
but he's got deterred wages. He's got deterred wages that they've took off.
He's one of the best earners in Barcelona.
No, but he's got wages that he's owed, the deterred wages, and they were trying to get rid of him and tell him he's not getting it. That's why De Jong stayed at Barca.
No, they're trying to get rid of him and asking the
other
team to
team
buy
to
him
pay.
to pay for it.
Yeah, that's.
So who's coming new to Barcelona? I've got you have obviously Lewandowski coming. What's he getting paid, more or less? Because obviously I know that they've asked Piqué and
Some players
and Busquets and
to take pay cuts.
and the left back. They've asked them to take another pay cut, even though they've already taken a pay cut.
They're all under 250.
But they've brought in players
Which
with wages.
I think is wrong. In a sport, in an ethical way, it is wrong.
How's it wrong?
How are you asking all these players to take pay cuts, then signing players?
You wouldn't take a pay cut for Arsenal.
No. So I would do that.
You've won everything with the club. That's what I mean.
No, signing on, but they got no money to pay these players. How are you signing players?
They still want to perform.
Yeah, but you're signing. You should see that's where it's wrong.
And they can't.
You've asked all these players that have been here for years,
Yeah.
giving you service for years, and then you're giving them a pay cut. Then you're going to sign all these players. It's not right.
You're signing players, but under
It's not right.
the pay that
ethical way, it's
you're
not right.
receiving.
Yeah, but it's not right.
Is that for sure though? Are we sure that the new players are getting paid?
They're getting paid less
than
what
the players already there.
The Spanish players are getting paid. No, I'm not.
But what about all these deterred wages? What all these
Pedri.
deterred wages? They said they will pay these players back after. They ain't gonna pay them back. If you keep signing players, they ain't instead of wasting the 60 million on Rafinha, pay the players all the deterred wages. They would have got De Jong off their books like they wanted to.
Let's say if they don't sign these players and they don't make it into the top 4.
Yeah, but they would have made money by selling De Jong.
But they didn't sell De Jong.
But
De Jong didn't want to go.
Because of the wages.
That's what I mean.
Yeah, but if you're selling De Jong for 80 million, yeah, you can't pay the 17 million that you own. Out of the 8 million that you get. Come on, man. The way Barcelona are doing things is horrendous. Horrendous.
I don't think it's Juan Lopete's
It's horrendous.
fault. I think it's the president from before who made those signings. 110 million for Griezmann, 600,000 a week, 120 million for Coutinho, 600,000 a week.
Yeah, and then Dembele, 115. I think it was 115 through.
115.
So,
he's on like 450, 500,000 euros a week. I mean, Messi was on what, 800 euros?
Yeah.
So come on, it's like.
Yeah, but you can't be signing players when you owe players money.
How else do you want to compete them in the league, in the Champions League? They don't start Syria.
Don't they say about the La Masia? Bring your youth up.
They had Gavi.
Yeah, Gavi, they got Pedri.
Puig.
Which is I think Pedri's only one of the best midfielders in the world.
You got Bellerin back from the Messiah.
He's terrible, man. I'm so happy he's gone. He's terrible. His injury screwed him up. His pace was his only Arsenal we had.
But by the time Griezmann's done, he has to go back next season if Madrid don't buy him. Got another year at Barca, 600,000 a week.
Yeah,
but a lot of money is going to be.
But that's not Atletico's problem. That's Barca's problem. So that's Atletico thinking. But I don't agree with what Atletico doing to him because it affects his World Cup chances as well.
But he don't care. I think knowing Didier, he knows he's going to play for France.
Yeah, that's the only.
Did he play for France?
I think he'll still play.
I still think he'll play.
Didier's the kind of player that's just loyal to the people he knows.
What? Because he's gone and ended the World Cup.
Yeah.
Because Zidane's taken over.
I didn't know that.
It's not guaranteed.
Yeah, it's not guaranteed.
No, Zidane will take it.
But Didier is the kind of manager that just sticks to what he knows, and he knows Griezmann is going to be on the list.
So you're going to put a player who plays maybe half an hour or so, I think, against a player who's probably performed the whole season,
but he'll play
up until the World Cup.
He'll play Mbappe, goals, whatever. He'll play Mbappe, Benzema, and Griezmann together.
I don't think he'll play Griezmann together the same.
Yeah, that's what he used to do. Giroud up front, Giroud, Griezmann, then with Mbappe.
Yeah, but Benzema's there now.
He's replaced Giroud. He's the number 9 now, where then Giroud was before.
I think that clause, going back to the point, is just the fact that football's been business. Football's just business now, and somebody's done a clause and thought about it and thought,
but
I can turn that into
also
my
a business,
favour.
but you also got to think about everyone else.
Yeah.
He's employed at the moment by Atletico.
Yeah.
Play the guy.
So, if they didn't have this clause, do you reckon he'd be played?
Yeah, he will.
Yeah,
he will.
That's why he played all season.
So at a detriment to yourself and the club, Because you don't want to pay the thing.
Send him back.
You don't want to pay the.
Send him back there.
Well, they got Correa. They got people. They got Jean Felix. They got people. That I don't think they need the Griezmann. The way they look at it,
Griezmann was a starter last year.
Yeah, I know, but they're looking at it for sake of 40 million. I can do without the Griezmann for the first.
They've got to talk to Griezmann and say, look, we'll start playing you if you put your wages down.
Yeah, there's a better way to get around this.
For Barcelona?
No, for
Atletico.
He's already put his wages down.
more.
No.
I think it's the wages and the money they don't want to pay. It's too much.
It is too much.
Is it high?
Ridiculous amount of money.
So I think that's what they're going to need to do. They need to take Griezmann to the side. You don't want to play more work, we'll pay the 40 million if you do.
I think Griezmann's happy to play.
Yeah, I think
the amount of minutes he's playing.
Yeah, I think he's happy to play that.
He hasn't won once.
Because the World Cup is not in the summer. The World Cup's in
2 months.
Time.
Yeah, exactly.
I think he'll play for France.
So I think the only person losing out on this, more Barcelona.
It's Barcelona.
But in a sportsman way, I don't think it's right.
I agree, but then since football is not sports, it's business now.
Business.
It's business one and sports second.
You're playing with fire.
Someone's life.
Yeah, someone's life, man.
Well,